Hello, welcome to the after show for Layla the Vampire Slayer episode 6. I want to go 6. I'm gonna go with 6. 6.
Yeah, we're 6. We're 6.
Probably.
We're 6, probably. That was interesting. How do you think it went?
Nobody died?
Pretty crazy. No, yeah, no one died.
No one died.
Everyone killed
Actually,
things.
There was the guy in the pawn
shop.
shop.
Died, actually.
And yeah, you got to wonder what the global effects of 6 hours of midnight are. Like, how many people, how much chaos has taken place. I do feel like this was a semi-apocalypse, maybe.
Yeah, and then also
Possibly.
the speeding up thing. Surely, a lot of people got fired because they were late to work or early to work. No.
Yeah. Like, did their alarms go off on time or
Ooh,
what?
yeah.
No, airports just shut down.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, it's looking
Yeah,
for
what
all the
was the
people who are
radius
asleep
that this was
whole
affected?
time.
The spell affected, right? Was it
That's
just?
the point. Was it global?
It's wish, so it is actually a global effect. If you state a global effect, it will be a global effect.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Also, I went to massive lengths to make sure this this episode and how the wish worked was entirely lore friendly. Because people were like, yeah, but when he wished it, like, the wish wasn't granted. She was on a bus later. There is an example of that in season 6, I believe. Halfrek grants Dawn's wish, and Dawn wishes it at school, and then Halfrek appears outside the Summer's house and then says later on, wish granted, and then they can't leave the house all night.
There was also a literal necklace wish thing with what's her name, where she wished that Buffy never existed.
Yeah, that was actually Anya.
Cordelia.
Anya, it doesn't matter about the necklace. The necklace is just her power center. Anya granted the wish. The thing about the necklace is that she can teleport it to her, but there's limitations on it because it's later on when she goes to visit Giles, and Giles is like, "Oh, this necklace, something special." He turns around, Anya's there. He turns back, necklace is gone. It's like it's around her neck. So I was like, she has the power to teleport it, but she doesn't just leave or like just keep teleporting it back when he like takes it back. So there's limitations on that. So within limits. Otherwise, I could just abuse the teleport feature. Like, yeah, you grabbed it, it teleports back.
Yeah, I was just saying that she got her wish instantly, so it's not that weird.
Yeah, like some get wish instantly, some don't. So totally fine. I know people in chat were like, and I was like, no, it's cool. I did a lot of research. And now you have an ex-demon friend.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Not friend.
It's a vengeance demon, and Imogen has some vengeance-related plans.
Yeah, that sounds like when you were like, "What do I know about vengeance?"
Oh my
and
god,
I was
she's
like,
actually
don't
gonna
you
be
know a
your
lot
best
about
friend.
vengeance?
I didn't connect that. No, Imogen and her are actually
Friend.
going to be best friends. Oh, friends. Yeah, she's actually attractive, so.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, for starters, Imogen needs 2 other people for her spell, and she's pretty sure she can convince a vengeance demon to be part of it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, and
By the way, the wording on your spell does not make it clear that they wouldn't think Imogen had wronged her, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to backfire them for just try and kill you.
I assume they won't get summoned unless they believe the person that I want them.
yeah, no, it has to be
Good
related
luck.
to that person. It's the target. So anyone who
Okay.
is dead within the radius of the spell, which I think is global, but it's limited in terms of people, according to the creation of the spell. But I was like, you know, what's the limit? What's a reasonable limit? Let's go with, say, 100, and then make it unlimited. So someone might have 0 people, and someone might have 1,000, like, whatever.
Yep.
So effectively, it's unlimited in terms of scope. And then they all come back, and they try and make their way
Okay.
to the person.
So specifically, the person I'm like,
Yeah.
hypothetically, say Mr. Miller, had wronged someone. Only the people who believe that he had wronged them would be summoned
Yes.
back, not
Yes.
people who believed Imogen had wronged them, but
No.
then he killed them. Okay,
No,
great.
it's always the
Just wanted
target.
to be clear
It's
on that,
always
so
the
there wasn't
target.
going to be a horde of students trying to go for her.
That's what you presume from the wording of the spell, that it has to be related to the target.
Yeah, that doesn't
Um,
necessarily mean that.
People who have vengeance against that person are effectively allowed back temporarily.
Great. So, like, the Bashe. gotta tear some people apart. It's cool. It's cool. I like that. It's good.
How are we supposed to help? Because part of the whole crisis thing is that the other characters get to help Imogen.
Yeah.
While she's doing. How far does help go? Because like helping
I'm not
with
sure,
a revenge
like-
spell versus comforting.
I think it's help. I think it's basically like you all have to stand in a certain spot and do a chant and do some kind of weird thing. Like it's part of like the ritual. Like you're all doing it together.
Yeah, but about ending the crisis.
Yeah, I'm not sure that counts. That's
Yeah.
more like enabling. I think what you need is more like an intervention. Be like, look, you've been really into the dark arts these days. We're really worried for you. Your eyes are turning black. You've got veins popping out. It's not a good look.
It's fine. If
You're
Imogen
gonna lose
goes off the
attractiveness
deep end,
points.
I'll just hand her to you as a new NPC villain. Roll it.
Oh, please do. I've been threatening that on players for a very long time, but it's not happened yet.
Well, maybe this will be your first.
Oh, yay.
Mm.
But yeah, no, effectively, like, the players have to, like, help the person through it and help them come out the other side, not enable them. You could, and through NPC stuff and, like, RP, but that doesn't counteract the crisis. Rob crisis actually sort of almost deepened today, because Rob was like, demons have jobs, demons are real, demons are things, and I was there going, yeah, no, this is actually just feeding your crisis right now.
Yeah. I can imagine how it's going to be resolved in that he's going to just, like, accept that magic is real and then he can use technology to fight it and harness it and cool stuff.
Yeah, like, you don't actually
Maybe.
need people to really help you through so much. It's partially an internal crisis with resolving it logically. Like, yours definitely doesn't necessarily require people, whereas something like Imogen's probably requires people. Like, you're just rationalizing something. Imogen's slippery
I mean,
slope.
that's why, like, she has been acting kind of weird, and so I was talking to Rob about it,
Yeah.
and then that was definitely a
Oh, yeah.
situation.
No, she's not at a point where she's beyond help.
I mean, I've
That's what I'm
also,
saying. Like, we need to help you before you do get to the point of beyond
One
help.
more episode.
I've
You're
also
getting
written 2 other
lost.
very nice evil spells in here that, you know, just saying.
Oh yeah, I know.
She's like, I would like them, please.
In fairness, I basically told EE what Imogen wanted to do, which this is what he is fueling. I was like, you know what? Killing Mr. Miller would not solve this. That's not cruel. That is not punishment. That is just getting rid of him, right? He will
She's
have.
like, no, I'd like to torture him, if that's possible.
She wants to psychologically torture him because that's what he was trying to do to her. She's like, you can try and do it to me. I'm just gonna successfully do it to you because I'm.
Yeah, I'm going to out-evil evil. This is great for my soul.
Yeah.
She's so going
That
to hell.
sounds
funny
like
part
a
is she's my
fantastic.
second character that I'm currently playing that is like in an emotional crisis.
If your character is in an emotional crisis, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I feel like that makes for like the best characters if you have some kind of like
It's fun.
turmoil that you're dealing with.
I have another I play a game called Exalted where they have intimacies, and like my character did a thing where she just lost it. So now like the thing that was most important to her in the world is gone. And I'm just like, this is fun. Like, let's see what happens when the things you don't care about, you forget. The things you care about.
Whereas Barnaby just has intimacy issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the forbidden love thing was like you can't. Part of the reason you're in love with Imogen is because she doesn't love you back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a huge part of it.
Good.
Tragic love, man.
Good.
It's so tragic that way.
I just love going to that
what
combat.
if Imogen and Violet started dating? What would Barnaby do?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he'd have a problem with that, to be fair.
He'd be like, so
Yeah.
Can
can I
I
hang
join
out with
you?
you guys?
Oh
then-
dear.
Poor Rob, just like we're gonna have to find you someone, buddy.
Maybe he doesn't
Oh,
want
no.
anyone.
Or-
I feel
yeah,
bad
I
for
mean-
James. Poor James.
We need to fix him. How do we fix him?
I mean, I'm too busy trying to
By the way, you're glad you saved that, like, preventing from wishing, because he was gonna wish for, I wish you guys actually liked me.
Oh God.
What was gonna happen
What would
would
that
be
have done?
both of you would effectively become puppets to his will, because you would like him so much you'd want to make sure his every wish came true. Like, you'd want to make sure he's pampered, looked after. Like, he would do everything to protect him. You'd become slaves, effectively, to whatever he was doing. And then it would be Layla and Robert coming in and trying to save the day, and you guys are there just like, no, we must look after him. He is so good. And Barnaby and him would be like getting it on weirdly, and it'd be really awkward.
Oh no!
Really glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, that could have got real awkward real fast.
If Barnaby would have, you know, suddenly magically turned on the moves, that could have got pretty heated.
To be fair,
I think.
To be fair, he still has, like, he doesn't have intelligence, but he still has a level of social intelligence. He just can't express it properly. So he'd have probably actually gone, no, Barnaby, I don't want you like this. Something's wrong with you.
Oh.
Yeah, like, he has a level of emotional intelligence, just doesn't have...
I love that he's learned the importance of consent.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
He's doing better than most boys.
She's like, oh, they grow up so fast.
If someone can learn that while they've got intelligence 1, then, you know, anyone can. And hopefully he brings it
You
with him.
too. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, speaking to the
man.
stats, his intelligence is effectively 0. Because as soon as you like the stat hit 0, you become incapable in one area, and he's effectively incapable of intelligence.
0.
Buddy.
Yeah, Barnaby feels bad enough, especially after the whole bug thing, and that like he's on a mission right now to help James, because James is a great character, and personally, like completely metagaming, I want James better.
I know. I do too. I just wish I was.
The thing is, though, if we do fix him, what if he likes? We might just. What if he doesn't like us? What if he leaves and he just stops being a character? And we're like, oh no, what have we done?
Treated him like shit or something. But I don't know. I think we've been very like conscious of where he is and making sure he's safe.
What if he doesn't remember anything that's happened the entire time? And we're like, well, crap. I guess we have to keep all the stuff secret from him.
What if he becomes like a crappy jock who's like, oh, I'm too cool for you?
Well, it depends. Like, will he keep the experiences and stuff? It wasn't his memory that was damaged or anything. If you just return intelligence, he'll still remember everything, and he might still take that well. But the thing that he had a problem with is that, like, it's not a problem with your characters or you playing the characters. It's because you're the main characters. Is that he felt he was treated like he was being condescended to, and that he was being ignored. And it's not because of your characters. It's mostly because you're main characters in a story, and he's a NPC, so he's gonna feel that way. And that's what V's thing was. V's thing was lonely people who feel they've been shunned and ignored and treated like poorly, and like, you know.
Oh, because that's right. Because vengeance demons have like a specific thing that they target. Like,
yeah, as Halford put it, a certain raison d'etre.
Women who had been wronged.
Scorned, yeah.
Yeah.
Others.
Sworn. Yeah, scorn.
And Halfrex was children who'd been ignored or abandoned. So yeah. That's V's little raison d'etre.
No, it's cool. I liked her character to begin with, so, but then she turned into a demon, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But also, I did not see her in demon form. All I saw was her slapping Barnaby.
Yeah, so we came in just like, what is going on?
I busted in Kool-Aid Man style, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, it makes the fight seem way less epic if it's just like Barnaby's completely wrecked. He has like 9 HP out of 42 at the moment.
I have 17. I have 17 HP.
But all you see is like...
But like I should have like slapped you to death as well, because your health was so low already.
Well, he'd have had to make a consciousness check.
2 damage.
He'd have had to make a consciousness check. He wouldn't have necessarily died. It's funny.
That's
when it stopped and we just barged in. She just slap, thump. Like,
Can Imogen heal everybody at once? Just be like, make a really big bubbling cauldron.
Mass heal.
Oh, by the way, like I don't think I've been healed since the scarab thing. Like, because this was like, wasn't that this evening, or was?
No. The scarab thing
exactly
said
the chronology.
Afterwards, they'd have done medical first aid and stuff, and you hadn't had much damage from the scarab thing, had you?
I'd taken 13 out of my 26.
Hey, we have the
Oh.
same HP.
In which case, you'd have had to receive medical attention. Yeah.
So am I okay now?
Only one per
You'd
day.
be okay, and then any damage you took this session, you'd still have.
Okay.
Oh, I set off the.
Because I actually didn't take any this session.
Yeah, no, you.
I have this knack for avoiding actually being hit at any point, despite repeatedly failing at things.
Fine for some of us.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Getting thrown out of a moving bus at 30 miles an hour should have probably done more damage in hindsight. So bear in mind, if you get thrown out of a moving vehicle, it will do more damage in future.
Well, you definitely gave me damage,
Oh yeah.
even
No.
though I succeeded.
You can only so much succeed on jumping out of the 30-mile-per-hour vehicle. Like, there's no way you can mitigate that.
Then what is the point of like rolling?
You reduced the damage. You reduced it from 30 to 12 and 30 to 16 in both instances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, you reduced
Imagine
the
if you
damage a
don't
lot.
roll, you just default to just flopping out and hitting, just rolling for a while.
yeah,
Well,
no,
I
that's
figured
exactly
that
what
one
happens.
I was like, I'll just take it because I was like, it wasn't like a dire moment where I felt like she needed to be badass. There are like moments where I'm like, even though I rolled shitty, I want this to happen.
Falling out of a bus would instantly knock me from full health to -4.
Well, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a human, what happens? Like, a human is probably like 25 HP. If you jump off a 30-mile-per-hour vehicle, you're not walking away very often. So most humans would... That's why I designed the damage that way for that. Most humans should be out of the game after it.
That's fair.
But you've drawn points to half damage and stuff if you need to.
Meanwhile, the
So-
Slayer went out of the bus twice.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Also, I jumped out. I had like a bike situation too.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
tie ropes onto the bike.
You were doing crazy,
Well, as soon as he
crazy
said that
stuff
the
there.
chain, there was a chain that was grappled onto the bus, I was like, I have to run across the chain. Like it has to happen.
Just went full Pirates of the
Oh my
Caribbean.
God.
It did. It
And
was
I already
amusing.
had taken my shoes off, so I'm like, totally possible.
That is true. But it was so
I
amusing,
still
like,
imagine
cutting
it.
back and forth, like Imogen and Barnaby struggling to take out one vampire, and you there going, I can't take out two in one turn, this is terrible. I was like, you're fighting so many vampires on bikes!
That was the best contrast.
It was like 4 turns and like 6 drama points between the two of us
Also,
to take out
yeah,
one vampire.
You're instantly killing
I did
the
spend
vampires.
a lot of drama points this episode.
I will say, I double checked the damage. Your damage only kills the vampires with one hit by like 1 or 2 HP. Because I had to double check, because you were that close to the limit on single hit kills. And I was like, let me just double check this. Even with their armor, nope, you are very close, but I think you just about killed every single one. Just
Barely.
barely. It was close. Because these weren't newly grown, these weren't brand new vamps, these were vamp minions. So they were tougher. And they had armor in leather jackets. 2 points of armor, I think.
Yeah, that one guy was pretty tough.
Yeah, one at the end was a veteran vamp. With a
Even though,
certificate.
yeah, because I had to chase him down.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't. She wouldn't let him go. Like
Well-
me personally, I was like, oh, we should go meet up with our friends, but I'm like, Layla wouldn't let him go.
It could have ended very poorly for your friends if they hadn't been quite so successful.
Yeah.
Quite
It's
so many
seriously
developments.
like she was actually only strength like 6 or something, so she couldn't do a lot of damage, but pretty decent damage. And
What
she's
happens to the
invulnerable.
cat now?
I mean, now we have a cat in our dorm room.
Yeah.
A cat,
Yeah, you can
a
use it for
toad,
magic.
Yeah,
a
you
dead
got familiar.
scarab.
The scarab's gone.
Yeah, it's dead. Just
It got
collecting.
dissolved into sand
Should have collected more of them.
on the back of the deck. You said that.
Yeah, she used it on Barnaby?
Yeah, 4 intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barnaby,
So it's-
your intelligence, by the way, drops to +3 now, not +4.
Wasn't it knowledge he had a bunch of, not intelligence?
Yeah.
Sorry, knowledge.
By the way, do we get
You
XP?
Oh yeah.
It was a 2-parter, and you did well. You managed to avert a mini apocalypse. You'll get 5 XP.
Damn.
Nice.
I'm at
I got so
15
many points
now.
to spend.
I've got questions.
Yeah.
I can make a gadget and a half.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
been
I'm like,
spending
I
all
need
of
to
yours on
actually
gadgets.
spend XP now.
I've not bought anything apart from new equipment yet with my XP.
I've bought nothing.
I haven't bought anything with my XP.
Yeah,
I got
unfortunately, because your stats are
+1
pretty high already.
influence.
Hmm?
I bought +1 influence, but
Oh,
that was it
yeah.
so far.
I'm thinking I might need to put some in influence. It seems like if we split up and stuff, it just is rough.
I probably need to invest in any sort of combat stat.
Probably getting medieval.
Or
so
like
you
we
can
always
throw
have to have like
telekinetically.
Imogen with one of us and Barnaby with the other.
Yeah.
I'm not that great in combat either, though.
No,
Dex
no.
1.
You got no
Dex
blooming
I'm
Dex.
not talking about combat. I'm talking
I've
I've
about
got more blooming
influence.
Dex than you do.
Oh, got you.
I'm talking about influence, not combat.
Right,
But yeah, I'll probably put some in getting medieval, and then I might bump up sorcery another.
I've
That's
got
true, and I
negative
think
2
every-
influence right now, so I'm not good at any of those. And I've also got a -1 in social situations on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, me and Benta. I was like, oh god, Rob and Layla are like the worst at doing anything talking to people. Like they're like so awkward. They're like, hey, tell us what we want to know. Why won't you tell us?
I did do a bit of bad cop there. Though I was like, oh, I guess we'll just have to kill him then. Except it turned out he really didn't actually know what was going on, so the whole thing was pointless.
See,
That's the thing. We went through all the effort to capture him and interrogate him, and he actually had no idea. Just like, I don't know, sun didn't come up. Fine by me.
Yeah, no, that's entirely it. Like, they were effectively the red herring / obstacle for that plot. They were just going to
You
wreck
just
the
wanted
town.
to distract us. Distract the
Not
Slayer.
necessarily. They weren't going to be... I didn't anticipate you splitting up. If you split up, cool. But I didn't anticipate it. I didn't think it was going to be a thing. But it was kind of cool to split the group up because it gave, like, Imogen and Barnaby especially a chance to be like, how do we do stuff without a Slayer? They did okay.
Yeah.
Look at the damage, but, no, did okay.
It was awesome. I liked the story
It was
too,
cool.
because like, yeah, it was funny. The kebab thing was cracking me up.
I like the fact you jabbed the guy in the tooth of the kebab and then you headbutted it into him. This is just poor vampire. Oh,
I just
Really?
feel so bad because Imogen's like sitting and she's like, I just want to light it on fire.
And then you did.
and I did, and it was great.
10 times.
I liked
10
how your
turns
action was
later.
just.
Finally.
Yep.
So to clear, Imogen carries a lighter because you never know when you need a candle lit for a spell.
From now on, yeah, I feel
Or
like
to
you're
burn a
or
school down.
matches. Like you have,
Also,
like,
I will be
blacksmith.
keeping track of whether I need to give you a pyromaniac trait. That is something
Yeah,
I'm keeping an eye
she is
on.
kind of getting. It makes Layla feel very uncomfortable because that's the only. Like, I like destruction, but not fire.
She's just figured out it's a really effective way of dealing with vampires.
And also people you don't like.
She hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Mr. Miller, come over here.
He's a vampire.
He's a
I didn't
vampire.
want to kill him before he became a vampire. Just want to be clear about that.
That time
he
he gave you like a B-
he
on your
wanted to be
homework.
a good student.
I think we all liked him. I rather thought he was kind of cool and he's
I mean,
cute.
I might have thought he was having sex with a student, but I didn't hate him.
Will you prefer the term bonking?
Sorry,
It's in the
bonking.
Roll4It vocabulary guidelines.
Oh
Bonking.
my gosh.
Oh dear, but yeah. So you've got a load of XP this time around. Hopefully you'll
I'll
have fun
think
stuff to
about
spend
it.
them on.
I've got some ideas.
Yeah, I have some ideas, but I'm gonna have to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards notice and some sort of fighting, and then maybe throwing something into
I'm
sorcery.
thinking about doing influence, but I also think it's funny that I can't talk to people. So part of me is like, I kind of just
Maybe-
want to keep that as
Maybe
the thing.
keep that until you actually have an RP reason to like you overcome some of this.
Yeah,
and you can possibly
that's what I was
become
thinking.
popular Or, yeah, it's a good idea.
I feel
I need
like,
to start working out how to make like a sunlight torch.
please, because then we don't
A
have to throw it at
flashlight,
them. We
a
just have to
sunlight
aim.
flashlight,
Oh,
Or
a
a
torch
laser.
is English.
like you know,
for
like a laser.
flashlight,
You could like
basically.
cut them, slice them with the laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we can do
I was
it
thinking because
Resident
I don't know
Evil.
if that would be overpowered, but a sunlight grenade or something like a flashbang might make more sense.
That
Because then it's not
entirely
quite
depends
so
on how much
crazy
XP
as
you're
like I
spending
can
on it.
always just use this. It's more like it's a one-use thing, but
Remember,
it's
your
awesome.
super scientist is limiting you to power level 2 items. If you get power level 3, you suddenly get a lot more stuff. So
Mm.
bear that in mind.
Yeah, power level 3, I can start boosting stats, so I can get. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna build an armature that boosts my strength, so I can do things.
Do 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 do
Yes.
do do.
That's at that point you can start being Iron Man.
I love it.
So maybe I'll
I'm
save my
just,
points and try and get that, but it's like it's a lot, I think.
I'm just waiting for
Fireball.
when I can immolate people with telekinesis.
Oh God.
Oh.
Light yourself on fire.
You said to me, I would like a
That's
damaging
perfect.
spell. I said, do you want something evilish? And you were like, yeah, that's cool. I wrote you something far more evil than that does damage.
Or slay people with my mind.
Getting
Let's
close.
go full Willow.
Getting close. Bored now. Oh, I did get to say bored now, didn't I? Yes! I should get a drama point for that. Right.
No!
No. Oh
Right.
my goodness.
It's been a pretty good after show. We will leave you now as it's getting late for some of us and early for others who got up at 1 a.m.
I want to sleep. I'm gonna probably
Hero.
sleep somewhere.
Yeah.
True
That's
hero.
that's the hero class. for you.
MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, Maggie gets a drama point IRL.
I have some work to do today, but I have like time, right? So I'm good.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Because I worked
Okay.
all day yesterday.
So we've been Roll4It. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon, etc. Look out for some lovely stats on Violet. Until next time, the dice will have in your favor.